Thank you for watching this tutorial video. I will be showing you 14 steps on how to complete your onboarding checklist. Please follow through each step. Uh, Now, first step here is to click this link to watch the video that I am recording right now, how to go through each step. So when you click this link, it would take you to, let's say, right here. This is uh, the onboarding training. The onboarding training include two parts. The first part is to a welcome video show you about who we are as a nonprofit organization, about our programs and our donation programs. And please click the the link down here to make it bigger to watch it
Welcome to
in the
Living
full
Beyond
screen.
Boundaries. Today we're going to tell you a little about our organization, our
Right.
programs, our beliefs.
So just click this icon here to make it bigger, right? Another tutorial video is the onboarding checklist that I am recording right now that shows you exactly uh, each steps, right? So just click this link. And then the second step is to set up the personal profile picture. Now, I assume you already added your business account to your personal Gmail account. Um, so to do that, you would log into your business account and then down here, click setting and go to settings here. Now scroll all the way down to the bottom. I already have my picture set up. So if you haven't done that, it would give you a chance to add a picture, right? So in this case, so you would choose a file and then upload it and then click save. Then you would have your picture here, so you have done that step, right? Set up personal profile picture. The third step is to set up email signature. So this would be this, you could do the two step in the same time here. Just scroll down a little bit. This is how you would set up your personal uh, signature down here. Now, by default, is select to no signature. You have to click this step to for you to enable you to uh, add the signature. So in this case, I had several different alias. So you would click back and forth to select the email account to add the signature to. So for us, by default, we would always want you to have here an email disclaimer privacy. So you should always have that, your name and your organization name, your title, your email address, and always the toll-free number. You're welcome to add your cell phone number if you want, and our organization's website, and the slogan that's dedicated to empowering lives of people with disabilities. Welcome to be creative, change the font, make it uh, as fun and as exciting you want, because we really want to encourage individualities and show your personality a little bit, so have fun, but as long as you have all the elements that we're looking for here, you're good. At the bottom here, you can make sure you click save change. Now here is the vacation responder. When you will be not working, volunteering during the time that that you're supposed to be volunteering, please have the vacation responder on. So that is important because if you're working on projects with a group and we're expecting to get email from you corresponding, and so it would only be professional that you set this in vacation responder on, and so people know to not to keep emailing you uh, while you are on vacation, right? Let's get back to step 4. Create a 4-digit pin. The 4-digit pin is act as your personal identifier, because with virtual office, there is always a need for a way to identify who you are. Instead of having a signature, we use a pin number. So you would click this link to take you directly to that page. Uh, in this case, me find it here. If you have to look for it, it would under volunteers, under the volunteer internal portal. Click personal profile. Personal profile is for you to update any changes at the first time when you're setting up your user account. Once you set up your user account, there will be another app for you to update your personal profile information, right? So only the one with the red star is the require input. You would put your name here and then find the department that you belongs to, and you don't you don't need to fill out any of this information. If you at the first time, all this are only if you are changing them, right? So we would already have all this information at the beginning from your application there, so there is no need to fill out all this information. The only thing that you need to fill out here is your PIN number. Make sure it's 4 digit, between 0 to 9. So once you've done that, you can just go ahead and click submit. That's all you need. Your name, your department, and your PIN number at this point. Step 5 is to provide us as the hours that you're volunteering for this current month. So click this again. So for you to be looking for it, you would under timesheet and monthly scheduler under the volunteer internal portal. Again, only fill out what is needed, your initial and your PIN number that you just set up. So everything else from now on that you're filling out, your PIN is required. Your department, and then the schedule. So the schedule is required by the 20th of the previous month. For example, and if I am submitting my schedule in October, uh, I would need to have my work schedule submitted latest by September 20th for the next month, for October. So your manager would know what assignment to give it to you based on your availabilities. And those, if you're not very sure, just this is just an estimate. You can always, but change it later if you want. You don't have to commit to it, you know. But we just want an estimate for now, right? So you would just select your availability based on a weekly basis. Either if you're not very sure, you can say you're not sure, or you can say ask me later that week. Or if you'll be doing only during the weekdays, you could do Monday to Friday, 1 hour to 5 hours. So it increases based on your availabilities. Okay, steps 6. How to convert. Make sure you select the option of converting an uploaded file to Google Doc editor format. It's important that to do these steps, because we are managing our file through Google Drive, and all your volunteer files are shared from the Google Drive. So let's show you how it works. So in Google Drive, since we are a virtual office system, just imagine an office with a cabinet full of files. Whenever a new volunteer is signed on to us, you would be assigned your personal folder and a group folder that you belongs to. You are not to create your own folder, because when you do that, you would be creating files that is outside of our corporate filing system, and that we cannot manage. So the only way to work on your file is to get access to the folder that is shared to you, that's assigned to you. And so for you to set up this setting again, to allow convert upload file to Google Docs. So what happens is that a lot of people have your own file in the Microsoft Office system, right? So Microsoft Office system is not automatically uh, compatible with Google Drive. So for it to be convertible, convertible for the Google Drive, you would have to have that setting set up. This is the convert upload option. So all you need is just click this button here. So whenever you upload, when after you select that, your Microsoft Office file will be converted to a Google Drive file automatically. When you're viewing it, when you edit it, it still is a Microsoft Office file, but you would be able to see it under the Google Drive. So, and other than, if you don't click this button, you would not open up at all, unless you have a Microsoft disk installed in your computer. Not everybody have that because we're not running on a Microsoft Office base. We're running on Google Google base. That is our Office system is running on Google base. So one thing to remember. Step 7 is to submit a permission to use image form. To do that, you just click this link. To find the link, if you have to look for it, right, is under, you will be under volunteers, under um, new volunteer files. So under here, you would find all the forms you need as you're coming on board. So this permission to use image form is, it could be general or it could be very selective to specifically what file that you want to share with us. So the reason why we need this form right now is that we are creating a workstation for everybody. Once you finish your onboarding checklist, like what I have here, this is my personal portal that you will be using, yeah, putting everybody's picture on it. And also uh, when you're just coming on board, we have a welcoming greeting on our volunteer portal homepage that with your pictures in it. So we would like to have the personal um, image release form signed first before you do that. So we do that. So just type your name here and your department, and it would be great if you check all those, just to give us a general permission to use it. And over here, you could specifically write down what image that you're releasing liability, such as your profile picture. You could type, or you could type a general image, or just you can be as specific or as general as possible. and and we don't really use your image for marketing use. If we do, such as doing a flyer or marketing on a social media site, we'll ask your permission first, even though you sign this form. All right, so type your name here and then print the date. Again, type your name as a signature. If you are under 21 years old, please have your guardian sign it. And again, your PIN number, right? Here. Submit the initial self-evaluation form. This is just a way for us to get to know you more on a professional level, and help us how to design projects and how best to work with you, right? It's not a way to really to judge, but it's a way for us to get to know you more uh, to at the beginning. Right? So it's the same place that you would find your permission release form is up here, a new volunteer self evaluation form. So you just click this link here, right? So let's click this. Write your initial here, your department, and your position. So it just general, give us a general evaluation of your how prompt you work, your productivity. So so if any additional comment, please feel free to do it here. So it's not too difficult, just general information for us to get to know you more at the beginning. Now again, like to have a personal profile picture. If you can, please email to ad@livingbeyondboundaries.org, and schedule a meet and greet video meeting or phone call. Our HR department will be in contact with you to schedule this meeting. Is to give us a chance to get to know you more and let you ask questions if you have. And step 11 is to finish watching the G Suite training video. The training video is it gives you training on all the um, apps that Google G Suite offers. It depends on your title. Not all titles. If you be a writer, you may not need to know all the apps. But if you're like a graphic designer or you're a IT support, and you should have basic knowledge of all the Google G Suite apps, such as Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Doc, Sheet. I say Meet is important, Keep is important, even Inbox will help you, Hangout. So all this are actually very essential. If you don't have basic knowledge of all these apps, it's very hard for you to be successfully working your volunteering work with us. So try to just watch as many as you can all these videos. They will bring it get to be more specific as you go down more if you have time. So even with Gmail, that we think that we know already use Gmail all the time, but as I going through all the videos down, it just offered me a lot more information that I never knew that they offer. So it's a very very good tool to learn about the Google G Suite apps. So the number 12, it tells you whenever you're working with us, please make sure you're clock in, clock out. Because sometimes a volunteer come to us to ask for a way to verify your volunteer hours and for whatever program you may be involved with. And, you know, uh, we would like to keep track of the volunteering hour as well. To do that, just click this link, and then if you have to find it at our volunteer portal, you will be under timesheet and clock in and clock out, right? It makes it may make it easy to access as well. At the volunteer portal homepage, just go ahead and click the clock in and clock out here. So it's the same thing here or here, just offer the shortcut. That's all it is. Again, at the beginning, you'll be doing this general clock in, clock out up to your initial first week. If you complete your onboarding task, you would have your own portal, your own workstation. Uh, then this is the place that you clock in and clock out. It makes it a lot easier that you don't need to be writing your pin number, your name, because you're already in portal. So all you needed to do is just click, clock in and then submit. That's all you needed to do. But at the beginning, since you don't have your own portal, you would need to do you're back to your volunteer portal right now, the general clock in system. Do your initial, your pin number, your department, and then select clock in, clock out. Or if you are late, like I'm clocking in for yesterday, I didn't clock in, but I worked like 7 hours. So right, you do a late clock in. When you do a late clock in, you manually input your the month, the day, and the year of your late date, and then the time. Either if you're clocking in late or clocking out late, so manually input the hour here, right? So click submit. So if you were late, right, for yesterday, you would do a late clock in first, and then you come back again to clock in the hour for today, right? So you would do twice if you were clocking late yesterday, and then start your today's hour. Okay, so that this step is ongoing. You should get a good habit of clocking in and clocking out always whenever you're volunteering with us. So step 3 basically just tell you the always come back to this the note that is shared with you during your first week of your onboarding phrase, right? So this is the note that you keep coming back to until you're completely checked out everything. So the check, as you finish, you click it, and so that's unless you completely finish it, all the steps, you don't need to come back to this. You need to keep coming back to this checklist to finish it, right? The step 14 is to share a calendar with me, please. Why would I need that? Is on your portal, I would put your calendar right here. It makes life a lot easier when you have your calendar above your clock in and clock out. So when you come into your portal, I already know my schedule, so you don't have to be fishing it, looking for where are my, my tasks and calendars. So, but I cannot do that unless you share your calendar with me. So how do I share a calendar? Right. So here I'm already back to my yeah, my business email here. So if I go to the Google Apps area here, I will go to calendar. So we have a lot of calendars here. So if you have more than one calendar on, all you need to do is to check them off here. Now they all have different calendars, different colors. So all you needed to do is to check them off, and you won't see them anymore. At least you can turn them on and off as you go, right? So I'm just keep checking them off. So now as I check them off, they're disappearing. But you can choose to see them if you want to. So So mine, by default, your personal calendar is right on top at the top here. So this will be the one that you will be sharing with me. So you will find your name here, and then click on this drop down area here, right? And then click share this calendar. So you would add my email address here, right? Thingwith at livingbeyondboundaries.org. Let's come back here. Let's say, where was I? Let's do it again. Let's go to calendar. Oh, right here. Right. So share with specific people. I would paste it here, right? Now, there are different permission settings that you allow the person you're sharing with. By general, if you just want a person to see the calendar detail, you know, so the person would be able to see the calendar detail right here. So if I click here, this is the calendar detail that I'm seeing. So that will be that setting allows you to do. But in this case, I would require you to please make this setting instead. Make changes and manage sharing. Right. So if you do that, I would be able to share the calendar on your portal site. So please do that, and then click add person. That's all you need to do. Then I would be able to add your calendar at your portal site. So that is all. And then I put a video here to show you how to share a calendar. So, but if you would just follow the instruction I just gave you, then you should have no problem.